This one, we had some issues with.
It's safe to say I don't think it'll function anymore.
Yeah. Shotguns. The most pivotal of home defense items. The most money you can spend on a... you can spend a lot of money on shotguns. There's a lot of options when it comes to shotguns. But everyone knows that a good home defense shotgun is something that is affordable, something that is preferably semi-automatic, and something that doesn't break the bank, because if you do shoot a home intruder, the police are more than likely going to confiscate it. Now, wouldn't it be great if someone who was like nervous about buying a firearm, or maybe didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money but get a gun that works, could just get one, maybe for an affordable price? Well, we might have found that, because when we were at SHOT Show, we were approached, and by approached I mean I was at a booth shooting a shotgun, and I got told that you could get 4 semi-automatic shotguns for $500. That is $125 each. And I looked at him and I said, take my money now. And the second that we got back from SHOT Show, I emailed the guy and I said, I need them. I want to buy 2 kits. So here we are today with 8 shotguns. And I want to see if you can get the best semi-automatic shotgun ever for $125. And that kind of puts it in its own category, because I don't know of any other semi-automatic shotguns at all on the market. Do you guys know of any?
I don't know of any other firearm you can get for $125.
For $125.
Anything short of a high point.
Yeah, so we're going to test today if these work. Not only if they work, but are they worth the $125 price tag? And so far, we've shot all of them, and spoiler alert, they've all at least ran 3 rounds through them. So we're going to really beat the heck out of them and see just how long they'll work for. Let's get into it. We're going to do a Mozambique drill here. Shot timer guy is going to shot timer, and I'm going to do the Mozambique drill. So, all right, are we ready?
Are you ready?
Shooter ready.
Stand by. .092.
That was a horrendous drill.
I think you got it.
Well, yeah. Charlie, beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Not great. Beta.
Yeah, I mean, you got him in the head box at least.
Okay, look, if you were an intruder, you'd be dead.
Those wads really
the wads pack as much of a... It's like I'm shooting 2 slugs.
Yeah. Like, dang.
All right, what time?
092.
All right, well, I shot poorly, but I shot fast, so...
Yeah, first shot in a .33.
Not bad for the first shot of the day. All right, your turn.
My turn. Here we go.
All right, shooter ready?
What were you doing? Like base of the target?
Yeah, it's a Mozambique.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Well,
anyway, yeah, it was even worse than you.
1.59.
With 2 mics.
Bro got Charlie or Delta and Mike. No, well, you got this.
No, because I did 1.
Yeah.
So and then I don't know where the wad went.
Delta, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Mozambique.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, shooter ready?
3 shooties. Shooter ready.
Stand by. Going for 3 headshots.
Yep.
Anyway, you got 1, 2-ish.
Yeah. Neck. Top of the head.
That's the wad.
That could be the wad. I don't know.
Anyway.
Anyways, there's
1.48 first shot in a .77.
There's a little scorch mark right there, just barely grazed him.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that's the wad and that's the slug.
Yeah. Well, still got him.
Okay, we're going to do a burn down on these to make sure that they actually work for a long period of time. But before we get into that, guys, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video. I know what you're wondering. Where on earth would I find something cool, something unique, something neat to put on my rifle or shotgun? And that is where our sponsor comes in. They are, in fact, paying us to shill if it wasn't obvious or clear. Wooks Outdoors. They have been making chassis for years. They are the off-child of the Manelli Group, and they make the finest wood furniture that we have ever seen. Obviously, you can believe me, even though, yeah, I'm getting paid to say this. It's true. I believe it. We got their furniture coming in for our stuff now, and it's some of the finest merchandise that we have seen. They make axes, they make knives, and more importantly, they sponsor our channel and our wild posts like this so that you guys can see us break any shotgun and any type of gun that we can buy. So if you want to, do us a favor. There's a link down below. Just click it. Wooks gave us a discount code. That discount code is DeskPop10. And if you click the link, use DeskPop10 at checkout, it lets them know that they should keep sponsoring our channel, which would be awesome because it means that we can keep making goofy videos like this for you. Wow, I can't wait to see you guys shoot hundreds and hundreds of rounds through 8 shotgun. No, we're not going to do that. We don't make that kind of money here.
This one.
So, full disclosures. These are the disclosures. We haven't technically paid. Can you stop racking that? It's making a lot of noise. Sorry. We haven't technically paid SDS Imports for these because I haven't paid their invoice that they sent us, but they didn't exactly give us these shotguns.
No.
We do owe them money for them.
Plenty of
money. Since we do, and they also didn't provide us with the ammunition today, we're going to do a 100 round burn down through this one. To be honest, we've done the 500 round burn down on every Turkish shotgun, and if it's going to have issues, it's going to have issues in the first few hundred rounds. We've also already shot these a whole bunch. I'm more concerned about the durability of it and if it's going to mess up. Yeah, we're not using birdshot today. We're using high velocity buckshot and slugs. And the reason we're not using birdshot is because this is an 18-inch shotgun that does not accept choke. So don't put birdshot in your 18-inch shotgun that doesn't accept choke.
It's not going to do anything.
It's just, yeah. And birdshot's actually cheaper than buckshot and slug. So you guys should be happy that I bought 500 rounds of buckshot and slug. We will, over the course of today, shoot 500 rounds total. But for this specific portion of the test, it's just 100 rounds in a row. This one, we had some issues with. Full disclosure, we're going to cut to that. I couldn't get the heat shield on with the little with the thingy, and it's either the heat shield needs to get realigned or moved or ground. Anyway, I used a punch to try to move the tube and bent it because that's monkey strength. So anyway, this one doesn't have the heat shield on it, but it sure does have the tube and everything else works. So we are going to run this one, and this is the one that we're going to end up breaking today. I like these. I really do like the way they're shooting, so I'm probably going to end up keeping this one for myself, and this one for myself, and this one for myself. And maybe 6 other of those for myself. And we're gonna, let's burn it down.
Yeah.
I'll let you get it, Thomas.
Okay. No skips. The only time that it looked like it malfunctioned is when I failed to pull the trigger. As you can see, barrel's really hot. It's kind of already starting to discolor. Kind of smells a little bit like burning plastic, but it's holding up really well.
The test. I know what you guys want to know. Can the shotgun hold up to my weekly shopping trip? And you know how Washington is with their laws and stuff. So say you're at the mall and you buy your hemp, your hemp seeds, and then you're baking. You're like, oh, I better grab my hemp seeds for my smoothie, and then you go, oh no, I spilled my hemp seed. Oh, that sucks that I spilled my hemp seed all up inside of this gun. That's in there. Okay, so whoop. So now it's full of hemp seeds. Man, that's a lot of little granules and stuff. I wonder if that's gonna break it. That's the real question, right? We do that. You guys, we all do that. So I guess we're gonna find out real quick. Let's that's filthy. Let's put some bullets in there. I got 1, 2, and there's 1 in the chamber, so 3. Let's see if she runs. Yeah. Not a problem. Your hemp. Do you guys think I'm gonna get high from this? Hemp test is passed. The hemp test is passed, guys. We did it. Let's move on to the next test. Okay, so we haven't managed to get any malfunctions out of this at all. So we're gonna induce one and make sure it's easy to clear. We haven't gotten this gun to fail, and to be honest, it's looking pretty nasty. It's filled with hemp. Yeah, so let's see. Induce a malfunction in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Induce a malfunction. Nope. 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 There we go. On the last round. That's fine. That's kind of good. It was actually a little difficult for you to...
Yeah, it kept blowing past it knocked the stick out of the way.
So, I mean, the gun runs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gun runs really well.
Like, it just works.
Especially for $125.
Yeah, so instead of putting stress on the polymer furniture, because, yeah, we can get that to fail, I just want to see, like, when it will break. So, I don't know. Let's see what we can do. So I took the handguard off to see if it'll cycle, say your handguard breaks or whatever in combat. Obviously, you don't want to put your hand here now because that would not feel good. That would probably hurt a little bit. So we're just going to shoot it like this, like we're a cool guy with a pistol. Oh! One failure to feed after all this time.
I don't know why I was so afraid that it was going to explode without the handguard on there, because the handguard doesn't actually
It's
do
a piece of
anything
plastic that doesn't do anything.
except let you hold it. But I was like, this is going to blow up in Joe's face now, was kind of where my mind went. Anyway.
That's
doesn't
cool.
do that.
That's cool that works. So the handguard actually helps gas not hit you too. So the gas hits this little piston here, which slams this boy back. And then when it comes forward, the piston goes back in and blocks it. So a bunch of gas comes out of here. On the handguard, it's obviously funneled, so it doesn't come out and hit you or your hand. But it will, in fact, run even without all of the pressure. So the handguard itself is not serving any function on this gun because it's just running. It doesn't recoil hard. I mean, it's just working. Without the furniture on, I'm going to give it a good few whacks so I don't break the plastic. And then we'll put the furniture back on and see if she's still running. This tube could come off without that because it does interface by clicking in. So I'm just going to screw it tighter than it needs to be. There we go. And now we'll go whack it a few times. Yeah? So that, I just went like inside of the logon. Ow. I'm whacking it pretty hard. I hope you guys can see that. I'm whacking it pretty hard. All right, well.
Want me to give it a few whacks?
No, we bent this now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, well, let's unscrew this, put the handguard on, and see if it works. We managed to bend this. Yeah, you want to get some close-ups here? This is full of hemp. Full of hemp. The Picatinny rail is now loose. This could get just tightened. The bolt didn't come out. It's just very loose, but in there. So we could tighten that if we want, if we have a hex tool, which you probably will. This is still tight, which is impressive. This is very tight now because it is now bent a little bit inwards because I whacked it a whole bunch. So let's put the handguard on, see if this thing works. And if it does, I mean, we're just going to call it. Let's throw it in the water and stuff and call it. Okay, so we cannot get this thing to skip a beat. And as you can tell, the furniture is very loose because I just whacked it on the tree a whole bunch. Very, very loose. And yeah, it do be working really good. And I'm wiggling this and it's getting looser as I wiggle it. So just to see if we can get it to kind of break, I'm going to let it take a little bit of a cool down nap for a few seconds here, just until the bubbles stop rising. So if you ever dip anything underwater, wait until the bubbles stop rising to pull it out. Make sure my mic's on, and it is.
The stock sure is filling up with water.
Yep. All right, well, that's good enough for me. I would say that the stock doesn't need to be full. Let's dump it out a little bit, right? Just so it doesn't explode, hopefully. So that should clean it. That should clean it out. We basically just gave it a little bath, cleaned it out. You can see how loose this stock is. That's the only concern for me. So here we go. It works. And it runs. I'm wet. And it runs. Man, the furniture is loose. So this can get tightened. That's what's cool. The furniture can get tightened. $125 for this. I could see paying like $400 for this with all the accessories. It's worth noting, guys, the extension tube, the heat shield that's not on this one, and the Picatinny rail, this comes out to about $60 extra in accessories. So all in, $180 some, like 200 bucks. You put a red dot on it. The red dot costs $200, so you're in at $400 with a red dot. Holy cow, they work. I don't know what else to say. The price is right. For $125, I feel like you can't afford to not have one of these. Anyone disagree?
No.
Yeah, for $125, these are a great deal. I was actually upset that we're going to break one, and it didn't break. And it's like bent. I like whacked it until it bent. We had to bend this out again to get this handguard on, and this time it wasn't a result of the heat shield. It was just because I bent the tube. The tube is a little bit flattened on this end, and it's still holding rounds. It's still feeding rounds. At this point, it's very wet. My hands are very cold. We've put well over 300 rounds through this one alone, and it has yet to have a malfunction except for the forcibly induced malfunction, right?
Yeah. You had a failure to feed.
One failure to feed, and the rest are forcibly induced malfunctions. I don't. The thing with Turkish shotguns is they're getting good, and people get a little upset when you say that they are like just as good or they're good. The majority of people are not going to do this to a shotgun. You're not. You're just not going to... Does anyone do this to a shotgun? No. You don't. The majority of people will go to the range, they'll shoot it, and then they're going to set it in their house and hopefully never use it. And if they do use it, they need to be able to grab it and trust that it's going to work and work reliably. And I would say this is going to work and work reliably when you need it to. The price point is there, and then the customer service from SDS Imports has really stepped up too. So if you do get one that doesn't work or has issues, they seem to be really easy to get a hold of and really responsive. We will link down below where to inquire about these if you do want them. My understanding is that they'll like tell you where to go because they're not a direct to consumer, but they'll like send you wherever to go. So we'll link that down below, an email that you guys could send off. I would say buy 4 of them. See if your neighbors want to buy them with you. This is ridiculous. It's amazing. I'm really impressed with this. I'm glad to see some companies that are American-based importing these. It's worth noting that these are made by Tokarev. So these are imported by SDS, but they're made by Tokarev, and Tokarev has been making good Turkish shotguns for years. They really have. They've been making shotguns for so long. Tokarev's known for making pretty okay stuff. And I think pretty okay is safe to say for any Turkish product, but this is no exception. These are good. I'm probably going to throw this and break the stock off right now, but if that is the case, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and talk to your neighbors about buying a bunch of shotguns.
I don't think it's gonna work.
You don't think it's gonna work?
I knocked the bolt release out, and probably also
The receiver split.
the receiver is split from the bolt release. Hold on, let me put this down.
You want to get him a mic?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, receiver is split.
So the bolt release came out, and there's a split that goes into the hole for the bolt release all the way back to here.
Wow. So it can't be shot. Oh, it worked!
I still have all my fingers, Mom. Don't worry. Anyway, yeah, the bolt doesn't lock open because that whole mechanism
It's gone.
came out when I shot it.
But you can shoot it,
But
and
it
in
does
worst
apparently
case...
still single fire. I'm kind of impressed that it didn't go all the way through the receiver when I
Holy
shot
cow. It works!
It does work.
Like,
This
not
is-
well, but
this is a functional firearm.
it will shoot bullets. Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right.
Good job, SDS.
Tokarev.
And whoever makes this in
Tokarev.
Turkey. Tokarev. All right, I only got like 2 or 3. Thomas has got a full tube. This
We're gonna
gun
kill
has
this
survived more than it was ever meant to, so we're just gonna put it down now.
Yeah. It's properly dead now. It's safe to say I don't think it'll function anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna go.
No, that thing is dead. So nothing short of an anti-tank round would probably destroy this thing other than buckshot.